A Frenchman who, together with his Thai girlfriend, killed her husband in Pichet at the start of the year, has been sentenced to 29 years in jail here, as indeed has she. Both pled guilty, so the jail time is reduced to 14 years. The married couple had what was described as a turbulent relationship. The husband found out about her affair and offered the Frenchman money to leave them alone. Instead, he was hacked to death with a machete before his body was partially burned. The dead man's final words, found in a note at their home: "You told me that you loved me only because you wanted money." International paediatricians are bleating about Muay Thai schools here in Thailand. They're asking the government to pass a law banning those under 14 from training or fighting. The traditional Muay Thai villages welcome children from a very young age and spend years developing their skills for fights as adults. Complainants say that fight training causes mental issues. That's being disputed by those in the sport. As the roundup of illegal immigrants in Thailand continues, most are no longer newsworthy. However, the detention of one Korean caught our eye. He'd been here 13 years without a visa. He's now been housed at a detention centre with another from his home country, recognised from an Interpol red warrant. That's because he faces charges of fraud some 11 years ago. A Pitsanulok policeman is our hero of the day. He spotted a car wreck where a vehicle ended up in a drainage canal. Parents and one child escaped and were helped to the bank. They then told police about two toddlers also in the truck. The police sergeant rowed a boat out to the vehicle and recovered both who'd stopped breathing. CPR from the gallant policeman brought them both back to life. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya on Wednesday night saw a horrendous accident on the Sukhumvit between the motorway exit and Soi Siam Country Club Road. Traffic was backed up for hours as police rescued the driver from what had once been a vehicle. No word on his recovery, but it's pretty obvious that he hadn't been sticking to the speed limit. The 7 o'clock in the evening crash saw tailbacks on the motorway entrance back to Nong Pru and on the Sukhumvit way back past the hospital. The new smoking bans planned for 2019 are confusing some business owners in Thailand, mainly the 5-metre no smoking zone outside their businesses. As many have pointed out, that would include passers-by in the street. The actual wording of the new regulations is yet to be released, but the summary clearly states that 5 metres will be a no-smoke zone. In many cases, that's a greater distance than the width of a soi. If affected, then sois such as 6, 7 and 8 would effectively become no smoking zones completely. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 32, dropping down to 25. In an overcast but sunny day, that is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM. Keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city of fun.